So you want to bring the soles of your feet to touch. Right hand on your belly, left hand on your chest. And then just start inviting yourself into the space, into the practice. Now inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. You want to breathe in nicely. And exhale. Feel the stomach rise and fall in your breathing in and breathing out. Exhale. Then we are going to take happy baby pose. So bend your knees and then so that you can grab the sides of your feet into happy baby pose. So happy baby, you want to keep pulling the knees towards your armpits. You should be able to feel an opening on your hips and also just some stretch on your back. And then you can maybe swing from side to side just to massage your spine. Maybe bend one leg in. Woo. Maybe the other one, you'll feel a very nice stretch on the hip flexors. So you want to stay with this stretch. So for the next 40 minutes, you are going to explore stretches for the next, for the hips, the back. Good. Now draw both knees to your chest. Welcome everyone. I will catch up with you shortly. Squeeze your knees tightly to your chest. Now grab behind your hamstrings and then come into sitting. Good. Then come into tabletop. We already did tabletop yesterday. So keep your shoulders and wrists on the same line. Good. Good. Now cat and cow stretches. So inhale, open the chest. And then exhale, you want to round your spine. So you want to bring this nice primal movement, opening the chest. You'll feel the lower back get the stretch. And then as you exhale, you round your back and then so that you can sink to your heels. Nice. Shift your weight forward. Inhale. Come into cow pose. And then exhale, round your spine, hips towards the heels. Good. You can do this for a few more rounds. Inhaling, opening the chest. Feeling that nice spinal stretch. Exhaling, taking the hips to the heels. Woo. Come back again. I like this movement because it's really a great stretch on the lower back. You keep doing it. Nice. Now come back to a neutral spine. Stay here for a moment. And then walk the hand an inch. Tuck the toes. And then downward facing dog. Yeah, you can pedal the knees one at a time. Whew. So you can keep the knees bent if you need to. So just trying to create an inverted V with your body. And then you can just like massage the heels towards the mat. You can shorten this down dog or you can lengthen it depending on what works for you. And then shift your weight forward, come into plank. Taking those shoulders over the wrists. And then drop your knees, bring your belly down. Woo, stay here. We are going to come into Cobra. So lift the upper body, lifting the shoulders and chest off the mat. Feel that nice lower back stretch. Bend the elbows slightly. And then lower the chest down back to the mat. Woo. Nice. Stay here for a moment. Then come back to tabletop. So there we go. Tabletop position. And then tuck your toes, downward facing dog, creating that nice inverted V with your body once again. And then walk your feet to the top of the mat. Nice. We take ragdoll here. Opposite hand grabs the opposite elbow. You can bend your knees slightly a bit. Just swing yourself from side to side. So you want to let your upper body loose in ragdoll. I hope you can hear me. Oh, nice. Hey, Jen, how you doing? Hey, Helen, thank you. So just stay here, bowing, feeling that nice stretch. And then release the hands down, walk your feet. Now bend your knees slightly and then rise up nice and tall into Tadasana. Shake it out. So let us do the warm-ups. So extended mountain pose, stretching your fingers up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward, bowing forward nicely, feeling the hamstrings get the stretch. Halfway lift, gazing forward, long spine. And then from here, Press your hands down, step back nicely into plank. Drop your knees down. Now bend your chest halfway, the elbows bent. This is supported chaturanga. And then take upward facing dog. Feel the lower back, get the stretch as you open the chest. You can maybe take a twist like that. And then downward facing dog. Coming back into that nice inverted V. I love this posture because it's a very great hamstring stretch. Now take your right leg up. Call this three-legged dog. And then you're going to shift your weight slowly. Step that foot between your hands. Nice. Now you're going to come into low lunge. We call this low lunge. And then lift your hands up into high lunge. So the back foot is strong, it's on toes. Your hands are alongside your ears. So you want to feel that stretch. And then open into warrior two. Gazing towards your right middle finger. Feel the shoulders get that stretch completely. Keep feeling the stretch. Nice. So you want to keep this knee above the ankle as much as possible. And then bend into that knee a little bit more. Feeling the stretch. Now let's take peaceful warrior. Take the left hand behind. Right hand up. Feel these nice intercostal muscles get the stretch. Good. And then straighten your front leg. Reach your right hand forward. Grab your ankle. There. Twist. Lift your left hand up. We call this triangle pose. If it's too much, you can always get a block and then support your hand on a block or a water bottle. Then keep twisting. Gazing towards this left thumb, giving yourself a thumbs up for showing up on the mat on day number 2 of this 90-day challenge. Then maybe twist your chest a little bit more towards the back, gaze forward. So you want to feel these nice shoulders opening, twisting. Now come back into peaceful warrior. Very nice gentle movement. Feeling that nice side stretch. And then windmill the hands down. Coming back to the mat into low lunge. Very beautiful movement here. So gaze forward and then step back into plank. Strong core here. And then take chaturanga with the low push-up. Bending your elbows halfway down. And then stay here for a moment. Upward facing dog. Rolling your shoulders up and back. Look forward. And then you can take a twist a little bit. And then take downward facing dog. Press back. Woo! You can take your rest here for a bit. We're going to do the second side. All those things on the left side. So left leg goes up. Three-legged dog. You want to point your toes down. And then shift forward. Step that foot forward. Nice. Low lunge. Low lunge. Good. Stay on your low lunge. And then come into high lunge. Keep that knee 90 degrees as you take those hands. Strong arms. Then open into warrior 2. Gazing towards the left middle finger. Hands are open wide. Good. So try to keep this 90 degrees. Gaze beyond your left fingertips. Stay here. Whew. Feel the burn. Now keep the front knee bent. Flip that palm up. Go up and back. Feel that nice stretch. Feel that nice stretch. Go up and back. And then straighten that front leg. Reach forward. Grab your ankle and take triangle pose. So you want to like twist your chest open completely, shoulders on top of each other, gazing towards my right thumb. Give yourself a thumbs up. Whew. So keep twisting a little bit more. Open your chest even further. Opening the chest. Let's see if you can find that opening. Nice. And then from here, take peaceful warrior once again. So you rebend the front knee, moving gently like a ballerina. And then hands down into low lunge. Cartwheel the hands down, gaze forward. Stay here for a moment. Press your palms down. Step back into plank. Strong core. Good. Now take low push-up. Strong core here. You can always drop your knees if it's too much. But stay here. Upward facing dog. Open the chest, straighten those elbows. Down dog, take your bum up towards the sky. Good. We're going to add something now. So take your right leg up and back. Good. Take low lunge. Stepping that foot between your hands. Getting sweaty here. Good. Now stay here. You already know this. So we are going to come into, of course, a bow. So step forward and just bow forward. Whew. Take your rest from it. And then rise up nice and tall. Whew. Gazing forward. Maybe give yourself a back bend. And then relax there for a moment. I hope you are enjoying the practice. Thank you so much everyone for coming in. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. All right. So you take the hands up. Exhale, bow. We take the left leg back. Low lunge. And then come into high lunge. Where we were. And then open into warrior 2. Good. Open the hands wide. And then maybe give yourself that nice stretch. Take peaceful warrior, reaching up and back, feeling that nice side stretch. Triangle pose again. Grab your ankle. I love this stretch because it's very great for the hamstrings and the legs. And then open the chest. Wamuyu, nice to see you. So keep twisting as you gaze towards the left thumb. Opening yourself to possibilities. Whew. Peaceful warrior. Bending that front knee, right hand towards the sky, bend the knee more, feeling that nice stretch, and then come into low lunge, gazing forward, back leg is strong, and then step into plank, strong, and take low push-up. There we go. Upward facing dog, opening the chest, downward facing dog, exhale. Ooh. Second side, you take the left leg high, kick that leg, and then step it forward into low lunge. So gaze forward. Nice. So stay here. Then you're just going to spring into a bow shortly. Just bow forward. Whew. Stepping that foot to meet the left. And then rise up. Find a back bend. Open the chest. Exhale, bow forward. So you have to fold forward. Now take halfway lift, have a flat spine, hands down, step that right leg back, coming into low lunge. You already know this. High lunge, a very nice balance of the postures, a lot of work today on the legs, and then come into warrior 2. Feeling that hands form a T shape. Now take peaceful, taking that left hand up, gaze towards that left palm. And then straighten the front leg. Take that triangle pose, grab the ankle, and then twist. My shoulders are stacked on top of each other. Open, gaze up as you find your twist. Whew. You can take a few breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Now take peaceful warrior, rebending the front knee, taking the left hand high, opening the chest. Take the hands down and take low lunge. Gazing forward. Coming to plank. Strong core here. You can either take low push-up, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Exhale. So relax here for a moment. Whew. Can bend one knee at a time. And just rest. Now right leg goes up towards the sky once again. Step it into between your hands. Now come into warrior 1, back foot flat, and then take your hands alongside the ears. So you want to reach your hands, feel as if someone is pulling your hands up towards the sky. Now bring your hands into prayer. Now twist your chest. So you want to twist your chest towards the right side. Bend into the front knee a little bit more. Feel that lengthening. Maybe gaze towards your thumbs. Let your neck fall back a bit. As you bend into the front knee more. Now take your hands down and then spring into a fold. Woo. Slowly roll up into Tadasana. So you want to stand. Let's do some bit of balancing. Woo. So you're going to do some bit of balancing now. Let me see. Redzum is in the building. Welcome, Reds. What did you do to your flight today? Christina, welcome. So we're going to do dancer's pose on the right side. So shift your weight towards the left leg. And then grab the right. Let me start with the left so that you guys can see. So shift the weight to the right. Grab the left leg. Now we are going to kick and then reach. So you want to actively kick this foot into the hands and try these balancing postures. dancer's pose. So focus on one point that is not moving, and then you see that you can kick even higher. So very good back bend is also a nice balancing posture. And then reach your hands even higher. Whew. And then lower the left leg down. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. So bringing in that nice movement there, and it works perfectly. Now take your hands up and then exhale, bow forward. Woo. Feeling the nice stretch on the lower back. Now cross the left ankle behind the right like that. Now inhale, look forward, and then exhale, bow forward. You'll feel a very nice juicy stretch. As you let everything relax down, you want to feel this nice juicy stretch of the entire left hamstring. And then just bow forward completely. Woo. Enjoy that fold as you fold deeper into the posture. It's only been 15 minutes of this practice and we have 20 more minutes. So stay folded and then just uncross the legs like that. Rise up very slowly like a zombie. Feel your spine unwind and then come into Tadasana. So from here, it has been triples like what we did yesterday. So we are starting very gently, as you realize, beginner-friendly postures. So I said tree, you can either keep your ankle here, or you can take it above the knee like that, and then bring your hands into prayer. Or today I want us to challenge ourselves and take the prayer higher like that, and just feel that nice stretch. And then keep taking your knee towards the back. Good. And then from here, bring your hands to your heart center. And then from here, release the tree, but don't bring your foot down. Bring that leg up in front of you like this, and then kick it back like that. We call this warrior 3. And then flex your back foot and just feel that you can find your balance. Gaze down on the floor to a point that is not moving. Kick that leg even higher. You want to create like a balanced body. You can either choose to keep your hands here or you can fly like that. And then step that leg down, come into high lunge like that. And then hands down. Whew. Gaze forward into low lunge. Step into plank. Let's warm up a bit. Take low push-up there. Strong core. Upward facing dog, opening the heart. Feeling the twist. You can dance a bit here. Downward facing dog. Whew. Exhale. Now sweep the left leg up, high. Take low lunge once again. Gaze forward. Come into warrior 1. So back foot goes flat. Sweep those hands overhead, hands into prayer, gaze towards your thumbs. Now you're going to take the knee towards the left side and then reach up even higher. Gazing towards thumbs. So that you can deepen into the lunge, keeping the knee above the ankle as you gaze up even more. Reach even higher for something bigger. Hands down. And then bow forward. So you step that foot. Rise up into standing. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Dancers on the other side. Dancers on the other side. So that's what we are going to do. So now we're going to grab the right leg. So we started with the left. So grab the right ankle like this. Now from here, focus on a single point. And then kick that leg up like this. And then start to hinge forward. If you have a wall, you can grab a wall with your left hand like that. And then just kick even higher. So just focus on actively kicking into the hands. Like that. Feel the stretch. So hold this more. If your eyes are all over the place, you start wobbling. So that's why I'm wobbling, because my eye wasn't focusing on one point. Good. Lower that leg. Whew. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Now, inhale, stretch the hands up. Hands to your heart center as you bow forward. Whew. So stay folded. We are now going to do the other way around. So you cross the right foot behind the left, and then take halfway lift, and then exhale, bow forward. So as you bow forward, you'll feel a very nice juicy stretch on the right hamstring. Keep bowing forward even more as you let your head drop. The bum is towards the sky. You're bowing forward even more. For 5, 4, so that you can press your palms even more. Staying folded over. Okay, and cross the feet. Bend your knees slightly. Rise up into standing. Nice. Triples on the other side. So we're going to do right foot on the ankle, on the inner shin, or you take it above the knee like that. Now, press your hands into prayer. You want to push this knee towards the back even more. Hands into prayer like that. And then so that you can take your hands overhead. Finding your balance into high prayer. Where your focus goes, or where your energy, where your energy flows. So you want to focus on one thing that is not moving. Now bring your hands to your heart center. Release the tree. So keep this leg up like that. And then kick it back. We call this warrior 3. It's a balancing posture. So you want to flex your toes to square your hips as you gaze forward. Keep your neck straight. And you want to gaze down like that. The standing foot will feel the weight of your entire body, but stay there. You can always bring a micro bend to the knee. Good. And then step that leg down. Come into high lunge like that. And then take your hands down into low lunge, gaze forward, come into plank, low push-up, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Exhale. Woo! Rest here for a moment. Good. Now take the right leg up towards the sky and come into low lunge. So a lot of lunges today. And then drop your back knee down, and then take your hands alongside the ears. So you want to keep this knee 90 degrees, and then bring your hands to your heart center like that. So stay here, keep your spine lengthened, and then from here, so that you can take a twist. So you want to hook your left tricep outside your right thigh like this, and then you want to twist. So it looks like this. So it looks like this, let me give you a front view. So it looks like this, so you want to press the palms and then you twist looking up like that. So you want to feel that nice twist. And then maybe you can even sink the hips a little bit lower as you twist. Whew. It's a very good posture for the spine. Brings movement into the spinal column or the vertebra. And then keep twisting. And you want to avoid this if you have spinal issues. And then come into low lunge. So there we go. Now left hand down, right hand up. So come into a twist. So you can see I'm like lifting into a twist. Gaze towards your right thumb. It's also a very nice stretch on the hips. So keep twisting. Okay, now lower your hands down, come into low lunge. You already done this. And then come into plank. Come into plank. And then take low push-up. Upward facing dog, opening the chest. And downward facing dog, exhale. Whew. Can bend one knee at a time. Now left leg up and back. Now step it into a lunge, coming into low lunge. Now drop your knee down like that. And then take your hands to the sky like that. Bring your hands to prayer. We are going to do the same thing. So you're going to take a twist. So hook this tricep to the thigh like that, and then open the chest. So we are here, and then you are doing this. So keep opening, and then sink the hips a little bit lower. So your back thigh will look slanted like that, and then open your chest, gaze up even more. Whew. Keep twisting. Maybe gaze beyond the left shoulder and twist a little bit more. You'll feel this squeeze on your belly. It's also a very good detox posture. It detoxifies, removing toxins, especially the digestive tract. Oof. Take low lunge here. Back knee lifts. Now, right hand down, left hand up. So you can twist a bit here. You can even spin your back heel like that. I love twists because twists are very, on a metaphysical level, twists normally reveal some of the twists and turns you have to take in life. because life is always full of twists and turns. Come into low lunge, and come into plank, strong core here, upward facing dog, opening the chest, very sweaty practice on day number 2, downward facing dog, exhale. Whew. You can bend one knee at a time just to like find rest. Now come into plank, taking the shoulders over the wrists, stay here, and then lower down to your belly. Let your belly rest here for a moment, and maybe you can just like relax like your cheek here. All right, then bring your palms down. Now we're going to do what we call half frog. So bend your like left knee like this, and so that you can grab that foot like that. And then I want you to pull the heel towards your bum, your glute, like this. And the elbow is pointing up. So you're trying to press this as much as possible. If it can reach your bum, well and good. If not, we can try that another day. So keep pushing this heel towards your bum and then twist as you gaze up. It's a very good stretch on the quads. Whew. Keep twisting as you feel the opening and then release. Rest your favorite cheek on the mat. I'll keep my right cheek like that so that I can see you guys. And then let's do half frog on the other side. So now bring the left one down and then grab this foot with your right hand. And then I'm going to press my heel towards my glute, and then I want the elbow to twist up towards the ceiling. So you press this heel towards the bum, the elbow is pointing up towards the sky, so keep squeezing. Nice, feel the stretch on the quad. It's a very good quad stretch, and it also prepares you for deeper hip opening postures. If it doesn't reach, it's okay. You can keep it here. This is still fine. And then maybe take the opposite cheek down on the ground like that. Whew. And just relax here for a moment. Sight out, breathing. Exhale. Now bring your hands by your shoulders. And then come into tabletop, finding those nice straight lines. Okay, tuck your toes, take downward facing dog. Now take the right leg up, good. And then you're going to take half pigeon. So bring your right knee to your right wrist. We already did this yesterday. And then try to keep your shin parallel to the mat. Okay, so try to move the knee as much as possible, and you can always get a blanket or a block to rest the hip, and then stay here. You can choose to stay here, or you can bring your palms down like this. If this is too easy, you can stretch your hands forward and bring your forehead down like that. Woo. And just stay here for a few breaths. It's a very beautiful hip opening position, so keep feeling that nice stretch. With every exhale, you want to feel that lengthening. Feeling the stretch in whatever form it looks like. And that's why I love the practice sometimes. Good. Now start to rise up slowly, coming back to how we got into the posture. And then tuck your back foot, and then kick that right leg up. Shake it out. It feels numb right now because of the pressure. And then down dog, you can cycle your bike. Okay. Now left side, so left leg goes up. And then take pigeon on the left side. So you bring your left knee to your left wrist like this. Okay. Then find somewhere that feels comfortable. I like keeping my shin parallel to the mat. So I use the mat to guide me. And then in case you can keep both your hands off the ground, you can bring your palms down. So this is option 1. Option 2, you can stretch your hands completely and just bow forward, melt into the floor completely, like that, and just completely rest. Taking a deep breath in, and exhale out. And just stay here for a few breaths, feeling that nice hip stretch. You'll feel some very nice muscles on the inner hip joints. Just keep melting even more. You want to, like, if you can bring your belly all the way down to your shin, do it. Why not? And then slowly rise up. Whew. Tap your back foot. Kick that leg up, shake it out, shake it out. And then come back to downward facing dog. Let's cycle our bike to bring blood back into the legs. Now drop your knees down and then come into a seat on your mat. Good. Now from here, you're going to do a figure 4 stretch. So cross your right ankle. Cross your right ankle over your right knee, left knee like that. Call this figure 4 stretch. And then, so see whether you can stay here with your head dropping back, or see whether you can bow forward like this. It's also a very nice hip stretch. Good. And the more you keep pushing the knee towards the front, the deeper the hip stretch. So I like this posture, by the way. Then just so you can drop your forehead like that. So keep flexing the toes even more. Giving that nice stretch. Good. Come back up, lift your head. Nice. And so that you can lift your hips. There we go. So lift your hips like this. It's like a modified reverse tabletop. And then release. Now take this shin down on the ground like this. And then take the left leg behind like that. And then take your right hand towards your right side. And then I want you to tilt your pelvis forward like that. So like this. Okay, so keep this alignment of the legs as you twist your hips forward. Yeah, nice. You'll feel a very nice stretch on the hips. So keep making these rotations. So you move your hips forward and then you take them back. It's a very nice hip, I love this hip stretch. You take them forward and back. And then you're trying to keep this knee as much as possible to the ground. You can even hold it with your right hand. Like that. Okay. Keep doing several of those. Good. Now from here, stay here with this hip stretch. Now take your left hand to the right knee and then take the right hand towards the back and then take a twist. So I'm gazing towards the right side. So twist as much as you can. Give yourself that nice stretch on the back. So keep twisting, so you can keep pushing these hips forward. You can twist even more, like that. It's a very beautiful twist, not just on the hips, but also like on the spine. And then slowly unwind, so relax this. And then take the legs forward, shake them out, 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 shake them out. Now bring your hands by the sides of the hips. And then from here, create like a nice L with your body. See whether you can round your back and then tuck your chin towards your chest, flex your toes towards your face. Like that. So keep opening, feeling that nice stretch on the back. Keep the elbow straight. So you're like you're at attention as you flex the toes. Good job, everyone. Day number 2 of the challenge. So flex the toes even more. Great work. Whew. So stay here for a moment in quietness, in stillness. And then when you're ready, slowly release the posture. Relax. And shake the wrists and stuff like that. So we're going to switch sides. So the same thing we did, but now on the opposite side. Alright. But before that, let us do like some stretches here. So take your legs out wide. Like that. Take your legs out wide, like this. So you want to take them as wide as you can, as wide as you can, as wide as you can. And then crawl your hands forward. Today we'll freeze here. As we keep doing the 90-day challenge, we'll get our head down to the floor eventually. Probably by day number 25, we'll be able to get our heads down in this stretch. But today I want you to just stay here. I want you to feel these inner thigh stretches. It's a very beautiful stretch. on the hip joints and also on the inner thigh muscles. So you want to keep stretching, and you can walk as far as possible. Stay here. The toes are flexed, just make them active, and then come back. Nice. Grab behind your knees, shorten the distance. We are going to do the same stretch on the other side. So figure 4 stretch on the other side. So now we cross the left ankle on the right knee like that. There we go. And then make any adjustments you need to make. You can flex your toes. You can choose to stay here with your head dropping towards the back, or you can let your head drop on your shin like this. It still works. Yeah, so it's like you're rocking your foot like a baby, like this. So keep swinging the knees from side to side. It's also a very great hip opener. These are postures that really make your hips flexible. And today, we've been focusing a lot on the hips. Now, you can drop your head back and then try this. Lift up, lift up, lift up, lift your hips up. Feel that nice stretch, drop your head back. And then lower all the way down. Good. And then take your shin like this. And then take the right leg back like that. So keep your hands on this part of the hip. Remember those rotations we did? So keep your shin flat on the ground like we're doing pigeon. So just try this and this. So you just want to move the hip joint like this and back. So you take it forward like that, and then you take it back. So you try to keep the shin down as much as possible. There you go. Nice. It's very nice. Some bit of opening happening there. There we go. Nice. One more time. Good. One more. Good. Now from here, take your right hand to where your left knee is, and take the left hand behind you. And then take a twist towards the left side. So as you do that, this part of the hip shifts forward like that as you find that twist. So I have very great flexibility on my left side, so that's why I can gaze all the way towards the back as compared to the right side. So my most flexible side is usually my left. So keep twisting and then slowly release. Now from here, we're almost done with the practice. In 3 minutes you should be done. Lie all the way down on the mat. Squeeze your knees towards your chest. Okay. Now we're going to take spine twist. So take your knees towards the left, gaze towards the right. This always feels so good. You're making your spine relax after a long practice. So you want to keep twisting like that. Gaze towards your right thumb. Just settle in here, let everything be heavy as you find a twist. And thank you everyone who just stopped by to just support me on this day number 2 of the challenge. Thank you for cheering me on. Thank you for holding me accountable as I keep showing up for this practice. So today I want you to feel how the shoulders are both down on the ground. That feels so good. And then hug the knees again to your chest. And then drop them towards the right, gaze towards the left in a twist. And you can always hold them into place with your elbow like that as you find the twist. Excuse me. And then allow the body to settle here. Everything is relaxed, everything is heavy. After a nice 40-minute movement. Oh my God, I feel so good on my spine. I needed this after sitting for so long, because I've been sitting the whole day. Slowly unwind, drawing the knees back to your chest. We finish where we started. Take your sides of the feet and come into happy baby once again. Everyone's favorite posture and most requested posture. So just massage the spine for a bit. And then stretch your legs forward. Bringing your hands by the sides of the body. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And take Shavasana, deep rest. That is the final posture. So we rest here for about 2 minutes. and then we finish our practice. And in Shavasana, you just want to let everything relax. No more working, no more hip stretches. Just let everything melt into the ground. Let all your worries go for the 2 minutes of doing nothing. Completely exhaling. And then when you are ready, gently start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. You can make circles with your wrists. You can turn your neck right to left. Bring your feet to touch and stretch your hands above your head. Give yourself a nice, gentle, firm morning stretch. And then draw both knees towards your chest. Squeeze them tight. And then drop and lie over on your right side, like that. And just stay small here for a moment. Stay tiny. Stay vulnerable. And then with the help of your left hand, push and come into a comfortable sitting position. We're going to finish our practice with one breath. So relax here. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Now, thank you for sharing me your practice on this day number 2 of the 90-day Journey to Flexibility Challenge. Namaste.